Good day. If we can learn everything at home, what's a school for? We learn from the time that we are born, the people that we live with, what they tell us, and in what languages. And how they treat us are all sources of knowledge and understanding. Learning at home and at school needs to be connected. Taking an interest and understanding to what your child is learning at school is one of the most important ways to support your child's success. Today, I'm going to talk about these three topics. First, the home learning, and second, learning materials, and lastly, advantages of learning live or online learning. Let's get started. Did you know that modern homeschool movement began in the 1970s? When John Holt, an educational theorist and supporter of school reform, began arguing that formal schools focused on rote learning created an oppressive classroom environment designed to make children compliant employees. Which is true, wherein students enroll in prestigious schools or universities to have good credentials and become competitive employees in the future. So what is the importance of home learning? Home learning is an activity the child is asked to complete outside of the school, either on their own or with an adult. Home learning can range from reading a book aloud to completing a research project about a specific subject. Recognize that the children's home is a powerful learning environment. Therefore, we encourage the children to collaborate with their families in order to complete these activities. We know that parental engagement raises the standards of attainment and through parental involvement in their child's learning, parents will be more able to support, broaden, and deepen their children's knowledge and understanding. How can home learning become effective? Parents and adults in the home are essential for home learning. We encourage parents to ensure that they are clear of the expectation for the home learning and when it is due. We encourage parents to share the home learning with their child and to decide upon the most appropriate way to complete it. Children benefit from a positive, distraction-free environment in which to work. They benefit from the ability to work together with their parents on their home, learning, or to discuss their progress. In some cases, children may benefit from accessing the school home learning clubs. Parents can support their child with this through discussion of progress to discuss the home learning with a class teacher in order to clarify any issues relating to home learning. Now let's proceed to the next topic, learning materials. So what are learning materials? These are instructional materials, also known as teaching or learning materials. It is any collection of materials including animate and inanimate objects and human and non-human resources that a teacher may use in teaching and learning. Situations to help to achieve learning desired objectives. Instructional materials may aid a student in concentrating in learning experience so as to make learning more exciting, interesting, and interactive. They are tools used in instructional activities, which include active learning and assessment. The first learning material is text booklets. Text booklets are books that contains detailed information about a subject for people who are studying a certain subject. Second, activity sheet. A worksheet in the word's original meaning. It is a sheet of paper on which one performs work. They come in many forms. Most commonly associated with children's schools are assignments. However, in the 21st century, software are increasingly taking over the paper-based worksheet. Third, teaching at home guide. Teaching at home guides are advices and tips to help parents who suddenly are teaching at home. Here are some of the importance of Teach at Home guide. Assigning roles. Some responsibilities belong to the teacher alone, but others can and should be shared with parents who are providing a learning at home classroom settings. It is an effective approach in which students can learn. Next is scheduling. That said, creating a schedule as a framework for the day can help keep things moving forward and provide some sense of normalcy in your household when it comes to learning. No matter their age, give your kids some ownership over the schedule you create as a family. Remember that you are teaching your children at home and they are not in school. According to Albert Einstein, teaching should be such that what is offered is perceived as a valuable gift and not as a hard duty. Never regard study as a hard duty, but as the inviolable opportunity to learn, to know the liberating influence of beauty in the realm of the spirit of your own personal joy, and to profit of the community to which your later work belongs. And lastly, number 4, supplements. Supplements provide in addition to what is already present, or available to complete or enhance it. Supplements give additional knowledge coming from different resources. Examples are dictionaries, magazines, newspapers, or the internet. Now, let's move on to our last topic, advantages of Learn Live or online learning in a home classroom settings. So what are the advantages of a online learning? Number 1, students can attend a course at any time from anywhere. This means that parents can attend to their children and then sit down to class. Working students can attend classes no matter what their work schedule might be. Folk that travel for business or pleasure can attend classroom anywhere in the world that has internet access. Second, online learning enables student-centered teaching approach. Every student have their own way of learning that works best for them. Some learn visually, others learn better when they learn by doing. Number 3, course materials are accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Students have the ability to read and reread literatures, discussion, explanation, and comments. Often spoken materials in the classroom passes the students due to number of distraction, missed classes, tiredness, or boredom. For additional inspiration and learning, Aristotle once said that educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. So after discussing the advantages, the home learning and online learning, allow me to end this video by giving you some of my recommendations that I think will help you have a better understanding about what is home learning. So starting with the students. The student must take online learning seriously the way they are learning from school. They have to balance their study with their other curricular activities, especially when they are home, such as doing house chores, surfing the internet, or playing games. For teachers must provide easy, accessible, understandable lectures, providing the needs of the diversity of his or her students. And lastly, for the parents, they must give guidance and support to their children studying at home, which will provide ease and conducive learning atmosphere at home. And that's it. I hope you learned something new today. My name is Arnold M. Arieta, signing off.